fun. A lot of times people try to manifest from a place of desperation, and that you're not going to get the outcome that you want because it's very low vibrational energy, right? Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Recovering Strong Black Woman, where we talk about everything from wealth, abundance, manifestation, how to get rid of those limiting beliefs, and just living life on your own damn terms. Today, I'm super excited about the topic. It's a practice that I learned about 5 years ago, and it's something that I don't hear a lot about, but it's something that really helped to transform how I manifest and how I help visualize and really attract the things in my life that I want the most. So I first learned about this concept from one of my favorite authors, and her name is Arielle, and she wrote The Soulmate Secret. All right, so if you know me, then you know if you post anything, or if I hear you say anything about love or limiting beliefs, or oh, I'm trying to find the right person, this is the book that I recommend. It is the tried and true book that I recommend every single time. It's amazing. It really helped me to release a lot of blockages, get very clear on what I want to attract in my life, and it's just amazing. But that's for another story. Today what we're going to talk about is one of the concepts from this book, and it's really what it's called, or what I call, holding space. So when we're looking to manifest something, we always hear, think it, visualize it, do all those things, and that's great. But for me, what really helped to solidify and to attract the things in my life that I really wanted was to hold space for them. And I know y'all might be asking, so what the hell is that? What does it look like to hold space? So I'll give you an example from this place in my life that I was 5 years ago. So recently got out of a relationship that was trash, had to release a lot of energy from that, and I was just struggling with getting clear about being open to a relationship, and read this book and just learned about holding space. So what specifically does that look like in practical sense? So say you want to manifest a life partner. What you would do is, of course, you'll get clear on the things that you want to manifest, what attributes that person has, what you want that relationship to look like. But holding space looks like preparing for that person to come into your space. For me, it's been really helpful because it helps to solidify that energy. It's one thing to keep it in your mind, but it's something else when you put that work behind it, right? So you hold space for that opportunity to come into your life. So when I was in this place in my life, what I did was, knowing that I wanted to attract a life partner, I made sure that I had 2 nightstands. And on my nightstand, I had all my stuff, and on the other nightstand, it was empty. Because that wasn't for me. I was intentionally holding space for my future partner to come, and that was his space in my home. I also, just another example is, I held space in my closet, right? So I'm attracting, somebody comes into my life. Well, I had to be prepared for that. So I held space. And every time I kind of came into the room or came into that space, it just reminded me of that expectation, that excitement of being able to attract something and being ready for it, right? So a lot of people say, yeah, I want to attract my man, or I want this, or I want that. But your stuff all over your house. Like, you don't have space for anybody to come in. So even if you want that, you're not living through those values. You're not preparing your life for whatever it is you're looking to do. So those are a couple examples. I'll give you a few more on relationships because I know that tends to be a topic of conversation and something that oftentimes women have interest with. So the closet one was a great one. Preparing like that nightstand was important. So it was like, it can't just be my nightstand. And I'm a reader, so I have like a ton of books all over the place. So I had to be very conscious of like, okay, this is my future partner's space, and I'm gonna keep this clean, I'm gonna keep this respectful, and I'm going to put a boundary up in that. Now, side note, what I'll say is, if that holding space is a triggering moment for you, then you're not ready for this phase of manifestation. There's still some healing that has to do. And if it's a trigger, then once again, there's some more healing that has to happen. You've got to release any of that old shit to welcome the new shit in. Like, let's just be clear. So if me telling you this of holding space seems like, oh my God, like, I'm gonna look at that and I'm gonna get depressed, then you're not in, like, you need to put the manifestation to the side and you need to focus on your own self-love and your healing. Because when you look at that, it should be exciting. Like, oh my God, I can't wait for him to come, and he's gonna have his stuff right here. It's all set up, it's ready to go. I made sure in the bathroom I kept the drawer empty. I made sure that my toothbrush holder, it had 2 different sections, so one for me, one for him. I purchased new dishware, and of course, you know, you have your full set, typically like a set of 4 or something that's really cute, but I got updated dishware that was only a set of 2, because I'm welcoming, you know, this specific to a partner. This ain't, you know, sister wives, all right? So I don't need 4 or 5, but I was just very intentional with the placeware to have sets of 2s. I got new glassware, stemware that was a set of 2. So that was incredibly helpful. So when it comes to relationships, those are a few examples of holding space. Here's another great example, because you can use this really in any and every area of your life. A lot of people talk about, I want to travel. I want to travel the world. And they really want to do that. But and also say, oh, I want to travel on the drop of the dime. I want a man that can take me here, there, and everywhere. But sis, you ain't got luggage. You're not ready. So like, while you're manifesting whatever, like, get prepared. So if you want to travel on the drop of a dime, go ahead and hold space by purchasing a nice set of luggage, right? What I also do is, I'm like, that's my love language, is traveling, right? I like to spoil myself with trips, and that's just one of the things that I love. So I have a couple of nice sets of luggage, and I'm big on like carry-on, because if I'm moving and shaking, I want to be able to carry on my stuff, go here, go there, go everywhere, and not have to worry about my stuff getting checked. And what I also do is have a toiletry bag that I keep just inside of my luggage. So if I have an opportunity to travel, whoop, I'm ready to go. I got my stuff loaded up and I'm rocking and rolling. I'm ready to go. Nothing is holding me back. So that's just a fun way to hold space for that opportunity. Maybe you're looking for like solo travel or girls travel. Well, you can hold space by setting up an account just for your travel fund. That's how I do it. I have a travel fund, and I might not have any clue where I'm going to go. I don't have anything on my list for 2021 for travel destinations, but I hold space for it with my travel fund. So if an opportunity manifests, because I'm always manifesting travel, because once again, that's something of personal enjoyment, then I'm ready to go. I'm not waiting for anything. So, I mean, this is just such a valuable aspect, and visualization is very helpful, but actually holding space and getting prepared and enjoying that experience is how you make it fun. A lot of times people try to manifest from a place of desperation, and that you're not going to get the outcome that you want, because it's very low vibrational energy, right? You can kind of feel that. You can feel when somebody's like, here's a good example. If someone is desperate from employment, there's a different energy that they go into that situation that is like, I gotta have it, gotta have it, gotta have it. And they might very well need to. But you go in with a vibrational energy that is very low, heavy, and dark versus something fun and playful. Now, and that might be a challenge to do, right? So that feeling can be tough, and that can apply to a lot of different situations. Trauma can apply to a lot of different situations. But making it fun will help to manifest it a whole lot faster. Like, things manifest at a crazy speed when you do it from a place of gratitude. So if you can hold space, say, oh, I'm so grateful I have the opportunity to set this space up. I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to find this luggage, and make it fun, right? So don't just go in like, oh, I'm gonna get this, I gotta get this. No, it's like, oh, I can't wait to go out with my matching set, and I've got this and I've got that. I found this on Amazon. And you're really excited for the opportunity, then it makes it fun, and it doesn't become like heavy and boring and like and challenging to do. So you really can apply this to so many different areas. Like I said, romantic and travel, even work, right? So say you want to get promoted. Well, hold space for that promotion by go ahead and figuring out, what things would you implement in the next opportunity. I mean, now that you can absolutely start to roll out today. You should always be working on your own personal development, but that's just an option. You can hold space by, oh, in this next role, I'm going to own my wardrobe by looking like this or presenting like this. We'll start investing in it. Do that now, right? Get that piece, get whatever you want, get that item of luxury, and start putting, put that in your closet. And maybe that's in a designated area. So when you go back to it and you touch it and feel it, it gets you excited about the next thing to come. And maybe you can do the same thing, say if you want to claim having a child, right? So once again, be careful and make sure none of this stuff is triggering, because if you feel the triggering moment, what I highly encourage you to do is pause and say, why am I feeling like this? So a lot of times I take that breather, I close my eyes and I say, why am I feeling like this? And I say it out loud because for me, saying out loud, oftentimes I hear, you know, the direction or kind of what's going on a whole lot quicker. So I'll have that conversation out loud. I'll journal it out and say, hey, I don't know where this is coming from, but like, let me free write. Let me see what the root cause is. So if you feel triggered, you know, try some of that. But say if you're trying to manifest having a child, well, hold space for that. Find some general neutral items and don't go crazy, right? Because like I said, that's something that very quickly become a trigger, but hold space for maybe 2 or 3 different items, and then just visualize it, put them in your hand when you're meditating, and smile about the opportunities to come and what that will look and feel like, and just enjoy that experience. Manifestation should be something that's happy and fun and exciting to explore, because you really just have an opportunity to live out the biggest possibilities that are within your mind. And keep in mind, and I'll always, when I'm in this manifestation mode, is realize God's plans are way bigger than mine. So I was like, oh, I can't wait for this, but I welcome so much bigger and so much greater, and just holding space for that opportunity is always fun. I know these were just a few quick tips, but I highly encourage you guys to consider taking space and holding space for whatever it is that you're looking to manifest starting today. Don't wait, right? There's quick things you can do today. If your budget doesn't allow for it, what's the one thing you can do for today? Stop waiting for the opportunity to happen. Make it happen. Like, you're worthy of any and everything. So make sure you take that time out to hold space, enjoy the experience, and also just suggested reading. Like I said, we're going to do more episodes on some of my favorite books. I love reading about spirituality, manifestation, any of that stuff. Like, that's my stuff. And I highly recommend you guys, in the meantime, to pick up Arielle Ford's book, Soulmate Secret. It just has been such a blessing in my life, one of my favorite books, and just hold on to it. And I buy it for people all the time because it's just, it's so transformative. So take a second, go tune in, and I am very excited for you guys to hold space in these areas of your life. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to leave your comments and any suggestions for future sessions or episodes in the comments. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you guys soon.